Okie dokie. The rest of this section, you're going to be solving exponential equations. So I'm going to go through a few different ways that you need to solve for x. Here's a few strategies you can use. You can always rewrite your original equation in a form that uses your 1-1 property, or you could use like your exponential log functions. You can rewrite an exponential equation in log form, or you can rewrite a log equation in exponential form. Alright, so for example 2 here, if we want to solve each equation, if you notice that we have x's in the numerators, that's not a big deal. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to set each of these exponents equal to each other, because since your bases are the same, then you get a negative x squared equals 5x plus 6. Because your bases are equal, so that means that your exponents must be equal. So what we want to do then is we want to get all of these terms on the same side and set this equation equal to 0. So we're going to add x squared to both sides. And when we do that, we get 0 is equal to x squared plus 5x plus 6. And so we can factor this. Some of you may factor it correctly, some of you may not. This is the same thing we have on your chapter 2 test. So you get x plus 2 and x plus 3. So then once you set these equal to 0, each factor, you're going to find out that you are going to end up with x equals a negative 2 and x equals a negative 3. And that's how you factor that one, or you solve that one. It looks a little bit tougher than what it actually is, even though you just have those e's. Alright, now for part B, you need to solve for this x here, where you cannot multiply the 4 times the 3 and get a 12. So we need to divide both sides by 4 first. And when you do that, you cancel out your 4's on the left. You get a 3 to the power of x is equal to 16. And what you're going to have to do next is, in order to get this x out of your exponent, you're going to have to use one of your properties, your product property that you learned in 3.3. But in order to do that, you are going to have to take the natural log of both sides. So you're going to end up with the natural log of 3x equals the natural log of 16. Wow, that's a little scribbly. And then this x is going to move to the front. So when that x moves to the front, you get an x times the natural log of 3 equals the natural log of 16. And you're going to divide both sides by a natural log of 3 now. And remember, when we plug these into your calculator, you're going to round to the nearest fourth decimal is what you're going to round to. So we're going to end up with a 2.5237. Pretty decimal.